Welcome to the 2017 Showcase Awards, sponsored by the Council for Community Wellness, Melt Integrated Marketing Agency, Eviso TV, and Alpha Graphics Marietta. Now, please welcome your 2017 host. You've seen him on BET's Comic View and Shaquille O'Neal's All-Star Comedy Jam. Please welcome to the stage comedian and actor LeVar Walker.
Man, how's everybody doing this evening? Thank you guys for coming out, man. I'm just thank God that I had this blazer in my car. I didn't realize how nice everyone would be dressed. This is like when you ever have a friend to tell you, hey man, let's go kick it. And you say, well, what you wearing? Oh, it's whatever. And he pull up and he got a tuxedo on and you in the... Well, this is nice, man. I just want to welcome you guys. Start this out by saying, are you ready for a great show? This is going to be so exciting as today we celebrate the community leaders who are making strides in Showcase Group's 5 pillars. I'm reading off this page, y'all, so I'm trying to read the page and not look like I'm reading the page, so let me just turn that lightly. So here we go. Prevention, community engagement, inspiration, self-actualization, and facing our future. Showcase Group has made major strides thanks in part to our community partners, and we thank you so much. This work would not be possible without the aid of you as individual financial supporters, volunteers, corporate partners, community partners, and the Georgia Department of Juvenile Justice. And I really wish you guys could have donated a teleprompter to this show. Let's give all of our supporting partners a round of applause for the work of Showcase Group. Please give a warm welcome to a good, close, and personal friend of mine. Daniel Rosebud, Showcase Group Director of Operations.
You know, I come from the same environments that we're here to better and improve, those of lower socioeconomical means or economic means, and those of single parent homes and lack of access to opportunity. So with organizations like Year Up and platforms like Showcase Group, it's no wonder why this year's 2017's Prevention Award goes to none other than the founder and CEO, Gerald Shatavian of Year Up Atlanta. But I have somebody special here tonight to actually accept this award. She's a mentor and a fierce agent of change. Her name is Dr. Dakira Watkins. And I would like to ask her to come to the stage.
We are so grateful for this recognition from the Showcase Group, as it speaks to how important it is for programs like Year Up and the Showcase Group to exist. So on behalf of Gerald Shatavian, of Year Up, and of the tens of thousands of young adults we have had the privilege to serve, we say thank you for this award and for your commitment to furthering social and economic justice in this country.
All right, let's see where we left off here. It was really nice. This is a wonderful program. Amen. When things are not working right, just say amen. Amen. I tell you. Okay, so I want to thank you to the Rain Dance Theater for that wonderful, wonderful performance. And please welcome a former winner of the Community Engagement Award, a teacher at Maynard Jackson School and community advocate, the host committee chair of the 2017 Showcase Awards. Everybody, show your love. That's my Steve Harvey. Show your love for Arlena Edmonds.
Greetings. I am your community engagement. What is a home? A home is family, community, the neighborhood, how we live, how we laugh, how do we engage? Well, the Showcase Group is about engagement. The Showcase Group is about volunteering, about business partners, and making a difference in an at-risk youth life. How many of you have ever attended a community engagement event for the Showcase Group? No hands? Well, guess what? You are now cordially invited. January the 18th, 2018, you will be the VIP guest for our community engagement event that will be taking place. Save the date. But this year, 2017, honoree for community engagement is the CEO and founder of Operation Hope. He's an entrepreneur, he's an advocate and an avid giver. Not only that, this honoree believes in financial literacy and helping the underprivileged and the poor. That's why he has a list of things. But what I need to also let you know is that he's a storyteller. He's an author of the book, The Memo. Also, what you did not know, this honoree is an avid race car driver. Yes. He kicked off 2 weeks ago the Motor Race Car Academy at Bunch Middle School with Atlanta Public School and the CTAE. Like the Wiz needed in Emerald City needed the Wiz, guess what? Today, our honoree for the community engagement is none other than Mr. John Hope Bryant. Let's give him a hand.
Good evening, everyone. Wait a minute, I thought I was in the great city of Atlanta. Good evening. All right. I want to thank the Showcase Awards and the Showcase Group for their commitment to serve the community for a number of years. And on behalf of John Hope Bryant, I'm Lance Triggs. I'm the president of Operation Hope. And we're so deeply honored to be recognized for such a distinguished award. Operation Hope's mission is to improve the financial well-being of our youth, our adults, and the entire family. And one of the key elements of our work is improving credit scores to over 700. I think many of us will agree that there's nothing greater than God, love, and family than a 700 credit score. Can I get an amen? All right. And this is so important because having a strong credit score provides us access to employment. It provides us access to ownership when it comes to owning real estate, as well as to become successful entrepreneurs. And so on behalf of John Hope Bryant and the entire Operation Hope organization, again, we want to thank the Showcase Group for this distinguished award. Thank you very much.
The Showcase Group, how I wish I had them back in 2002, when my son, at the age of 24, diagnosed at the age of 8, mildly mentally retarded, was arrested for a crime he didn't do and was given a sentence, death by lethal injection. How I wish I had the Showcase Group. Prior to that, I learned at the age of 13, he was selling drugs, trying to help his mother out of an abusive marital situation. He would say, Mama, Mama, I can take care of you. My, I wish I knew the Showcase Group. Today, after 8 years on death row, his sentence was overturned due to a technicality or a law in South Carolina. Thank you. Thank you. But because they made an error, they right now are wanting him, coercing him to sign a paper saying, after 15 years, you did the crime, sign this paper. After 15 years, you're not mentally retarded when it was diagnosed at 8 years old because they made an error. But now I'm talking to the youth today, whether you're incarcerated or not. There's greatness inside of you. It's not too late. You have the Showcase Group. Embrace them and allow them to embrace you. And to the mothers and the fathers and the guardians who's been there, I understand. I'm there, right there with you. I feel your pain. But you have something I didn't have. You have the Showcase Group. Allow them to love on you. And for the people that are in the audience trying to decide whether or not you want to join, just jump in, just do it. It takes a village to raise a child, to help a child. So I implore you to join in and allow this to be the last story that you hear like this. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Please welcome dedicated volunteer and Showcase Community Engagement Coordinator, Deeksha Windlass.
Please join me in welcoming our 2017 Inspiration Award recipient, Bishop and Dr. Barbara Lewis King.
I cannot begin to tell you what I'm feeling right now, because before I became a minister, I was a social worker in Chicago in some areas that were considered the worst areas of the city. And I remember working with unwed mothers and gangs and kids on drugs. And so this honor brings back to me the work that began very early in my career as I've moved into the ministry. And I, like many of you, did not know about the Showcase Group until just recently. But the work they are doing is so necessary for our community. And I'm so grateful that they honored me to be a part, not only to join with them, to bring our ministry in to work with them, because we must work with our young people. We began with preschool, we have children of elementary age, we have high schools, we have mentoring programs. We have so much going on at the church, but there's never enough. And I know many of you are from churches and from groups that can join in, because if we don't help ourselves, who's going to help us? So I'm just filled with love and with joy for all of this that is happening. I'm just sitting here just to see these young people performing, for all that's taking place here today. And I just want to say thank you again. You know, you get a lot of honors, but sometimes some honors have more meaning. And to be honored by a group that's working with young people at risk is the best honor I could have. So God bless all of you, and thank you so much again for this honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the founder and executive director of the Showcase Group, John Kennebrew.
So much for being here, and congratulations to tonight's honorees. Wow, I have to tell you, this all started for me as a foster parent and also a very young mental health professional in a youth detention center. And it was there that I learned that there are about 30% of the youth in these detention centers that actually receive mental health treatment. But studies show that there are over 70% of the youth in these centers that actually need treatment on that level. And so that's why Showcase Group exists. We don't provide mental health services in these detention centers, but we try and fill the gap with our social and emotional learning, as well as our STEAM program to include science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. We try and expose these youth to things that they've never been exposed to before. And we're so grateful to have, even here tonight, our partners with the Georgia Department of Juvenile Justice who fully support our work. Thank you all so much for being here and the work that you do. There's another issue that Showcase Group seeks to address, and that's why tonight's theme is There's No Place Like Home. Let me ask you by a show of hands, how many of you have been away from home and have had that feeling that there's no place like home? Some folks out there, okay, all right. Some of you have been to your hometown, visiting your friends and your family, your mom, your dad, whatever it is, but you get that sense like it's time for me to get back home. Everybody's familiar with that? Many of the youth in detention centers, many of the youth in the foster care system don't get that sense of home. And so Showcase Group is very proud to announce that we're going to be opening our 10-bed residential facility in Heard County, Franklin, Georgia in 2018. Thank you so much. And even tonight, we have our partners all the way here from Heard County, LaGrange, West Point. Thank you all for being here, and thank you all for supporting our initiative. We need your help. We need your support, we need your resources, we need your time. This is a very important issue, and I'm so glad that each of you are here to witness what's going on. Now, I have the pleasure of introducing you to a very special group. This group is called Moving in the Spirit, and they utilize the discipline of dance and incorporate social, emotional, and cognitive skills through dance. Please help me welcome Moving in the Spirit.
Little ghetto boy playing in the ghetto street.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome co-founder and clinical director of the Council for Community Wellness, Mr. Eddie Valentin.
Hello, everyone. The Council for Community Wellness was founded by John Kenneth Brewer and I to tackle the psychosocial challenges we face in the communities from a clinical perspective. And self-actualization could be a sad story. It's easier said than done. It is one of those things that it takes a foundation. And like any good foundation, well, I should say, like any good architect would tell you, that in order to have a great, large, and sustaining building, you must have a solid foundation. And for self-actualization, you see, it requires that one have certain people in place, because self-actualization does depend on belongingness, and it also depends on esteem. So the requirement of others. We are social beings, okay? And that is what organizations like Arts Now does, is that it unlocks the potential of human beings. It uses arts and creative expression to unlock the human potential in children. And today's award of self-actualization goes to Pamela Walker. I can't see her because the spotlight is right in my eye, but it goes to, there you are, Pamela Walker.
So first, I must thank the Showcase Group and again, all the amazing work that they're doing for so many youth. And thank you, John, for your leadership and what you're doing each and every day. I too am so honored. I cannot express what an honor this is to have some small part of the future that we each need to be a part of and play a role in. And that is the hope for our future, our hope for tomorrow. And those are the students and the youth that we serve. You know, a small part that we play is in education. We work with schools across the state and beyond, K-12 education, trying to help students really understand their full potential through the arts, through creativity, through innovation, so that they can see a brighter tomorrow. Again, I thank Showcase Group, I thank my board members and others that are with me today, because each and every day we want to leave the world a better place by making a difference in the youth around us. Thank you very much.
This is just such a wonderful and amazing event. I'm just happy to be a part of it. I want to thank the organizers of this event for having me to be the host. And if any of you didn't laugh at any of the jokes I said or the faces I made, I will be tickling people, physically tickling people right outside. So just come up to me and lift up your arms, and I will begin the process. We're going to bring out a very special guest, another good friend of mine. Y'all give a warm welcome to the amazing Mr. Nasheed Sharif.
As the founder of My Higher Self programs, it has been my honor to work with Showcase Group over the past 3 years, providing programs that support our youth in juvenile detention centers, group homes, and thanks to your donations tonight, the Showcase Group Home in 2018. The Facing Our Futures Award pillar is represented by the color yellow, which represents the journey back home. On our journeys, we lessen the power of those journeys if we don't bring those lessons back home. And that brings us to our award nominee tonight. Khadira Abdul-Rahim started her journey as one of 5 siblings in the East Point community of Atlanta, Georgia. After receiving an athletic scholarship to attend the University of California, Berkeley, Khadija actually excelled athletically, but struggled academically. Like many of our students, she was not prepared properly for the rigors of higher education. Khadira, however, continued and not only earned her bachelor's degree in social work, but also went on to earn her master's degree. And like Dorothy and the Wiz, Khadira brought those lessons she learned back home and joined the Futures Foundation as program director. She then moved on to become CEO while actually earning another degree, and the results speak for themselves. As CEO, she raised over $25 million to support over 11,000 students. She grew a staff from 2 to 40, and most importantly and most impressively, as CEO, 100% of the participants in the Futures Foundation are high school graduates compared to 70% of their peers. Everyone, give a warm welcome to Khadira Abdul-Rahim.
Like all of the honorees, I am extremely honored and thankful to be here tonight. I'm also very honored to accept this award on behalf of everyone trying to make a difference in our community. And as we continue this very rewarding and yet tough work, I wanted to leave you with this passage that I read daily. May we be united in heart. May we be united in speech. May we be united in mind. May we perform our duties as did the wise of old. May we be united in our prayer. May we be united in our goal. May we be united in our resolve. May we be united in our understanding. united in our offering, united in our feelings, united in our hearts, united in our thoughts. May there be perfect unity amongst us. Thank you so much.
Well, congratulations to all of the honorees. See you on the pillow ball. And I guess we're coming to a close, man.